It's still happy hour with John Gaskins, so go ahead, have another.
Well, here on Jackrabbit Media Day, we're here with probably one of the more talked about and most anticipated new players for the Jackrabbits. Carter Sitzman, defensive end, Wayne State University transfer, Lincoln Christian High School, Lincoln, Nebraska native. And there's reasons why people are just cannot wait to see what happens when you actually hit the field in a game. What about you? I mean, thinking about going, starting your career at Wayne State, and now here you are. What's the transition been like, and how? What's been going through your mind in August as we get closer to the first game?
I mean, yeah, Wayne took a shot on me. I was a really undersized defensive end out of high school. I was like 220 pounds. Then I just threw some weight on, and now I'm 275 pounds out of nowhere. And then SDSU gave me a shot to come up here and play football, and I mean, it's been great, and the fit at SDSU is pretty seamless. I mean, I remember on my official visit, I sat down with Coach Jackson, and I didn't even want to take any other visits. Like, I signed the papers in the room. Like, the brotherhood, the connection around this team has just been – it feels like I've been here for 5 years. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, all the guys, like, I've been so close to them. It's felt like I've been here since my freshman year, and no discredit to Wayne at all, but it's just like this place, we spend a lot of time together, and the dudes are really good.
Did SDSU talk to you at all in high school?
Nope.
No. Who did? Like, who were the others besides Wayne that was talking to you and offering you?
It was just Wayne and USF, Sioux Falls.
Okay. And those are two really good football programs.
Yes.
But you're thinking it was size? Did you in your mind, did you think you were a better player than that as far as level of?
I mean, out of high school, I actually played quarterback at Lincoln Christian, and for some reason in my head I was like, I want to play quarterback in college, and I knew it was never going to happen. But then Wayne was like, by the way, you're too undersized to play DN, but you can come to Wayne and we'll pay for your school and you can work out for a year. I'm like, bingo. Like, I love working out. I love like all that stuff, like behind the scenes of football. And so that kind of grabbed my attention, and I got there and I actually fell in love with football again. And that's kind of where things kicked off. What
did you learn, and how did you grow as a football player in Wayne?
I just learned a lot about just how to balance life and football. And, I mean, coming from a small, like, Wayne's a pretty small town.
I've been through there.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's not a lot going on there. And, like, you kind of have to fall in love with football to love that. And Wayne's a really good program. I mean, they're going to have a great year this year. We had a great year last year. And once you dive in and really buy into the football program, it really teaches you a lot of life lessons, too.
I'm sure at some point last year, you're making a bunch of plays, and you're going to probably be hearing from some schools at a higher level. Was that expected from yourself? Like, were you surprising yourself, or just kind of walk me through all of a sudden hitting it that big, that fast, to the point you're here?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was a little bit of a shocker, because I never thought my freshman year at Wayne that I would ever have the chance to come play at some place like SDSU at all. But definitely after making some plays and flying around at Wayne, I saw the interest, and a lot of people around me, coaches in like the 7-on-7 world that I used to practice with, were like, hey, I mean, I think you got a chance to play at the next level. And just kind of took the chance, kind of bet on myself, and just wound up here, and there's no other place I'd rather be.
Who else besides SDSU is talking to you after the season?
I mean, pretty much every FCS school.
FCS school.
Pretty much every FCS school. And then,
what was that like? You had two teams talking to you in high school, and now pretty much every FCS school. That's a lot to throw at you. What was that like?
I mean, especially, like you said, like out of high school, I wasn't really recruited, and then all of a sudden I enter the portal, and my phone's ringing every 5 seconds. I'm like, what's going on? Like, can I even balance this myself? Like, I had to make a spreadsheet on my phone of visits and people to talk to and what to say and what not to say, and it was definitely it was a lot to balance. But I just knew that once I toured the place that I knew I was going to be, that God would put it in my life to where I was supposed to be. And once I was sitting down in the office and I toured, I talked to like 3 players here. It was Rip, Reese, and Logan. I talked to them, and I knew immediately that I was supposed to be here.
Okay. And then you get here, and you acclimate yourself in January. You hit the weight room, and then the spring practice, and then the summer, and now we're 2 weeks before the season starts. So now you have kind of a full grasp. But I actually want to go back to when you first hit the field with these guys. Everyone wants to know, from someone who's been through it, compare D2 and at a really good D2 school and a great D2 league like the NSIC, the level of talent, performance, whatever, because you went from one to the next within a couple of months.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely say the speed of even just practice is a little faster, and the the tackles, I mean, the offensive line, speaking like who I'm going against, is just a little bigger. I mean, no discredit to Wayne. Like, I went against some beasts. Like, definitely guys. I went against guys that play on Sundays right now, and guys that I practice with at Wayne were just absolute beasts. But they just didn't really have the money and the facilities to really build that pack and size on. Like, then I get here, I'm going against Q, who's a 6'5", 320-pound NFL projected star. So I mean, it's actually like really good to test my abilities too. So it's actually been really helpful in that way as well.
To what, this might seem like a silly question at this point, but to what degree do you feel like you belong? Like, I'm ready for this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely coming here, McCormick and Rip really dove into me with the playbook. Because, like, you can be the most talented person in the room, but if you don't know the playbook, you won't step a foot in the field. Like, if you're messing up, you don't do your 111th, like, you're going to cause other teams to score touchdowns. And then once I kind of took the grasp of the playbook, I just kind of knew that I was going to fit in pretty well here and just play off of other players, and it's been going pretty well.
Was there a moment in a practice, spring or in August, where you really were like, I'm really ready?
I think
it felt pretty good.
I think it was more in this fall camp that I've kind of noticed I can play, because we're firing at all ends. Because in spring, I mean, you're just playing against your own team. Like, you don't really have a projected game. You don't really have schemes to build on. You don't really put in the whole playbook, just like the big base things. But I definitely say probably about like practice 7 or 8 here, just like playing off of like Logan and off of Jace. Like, it just like we have a chemistry that like I didn't think was going to be possible with coming here only 8 months ago. But we already have like a chemistry we've been playing for years together.
I want to go right back to Q and what it's like, physically, but also verbally, to go against a guy like that, knowing that this is going to be incredible preparation for everything you're going to see in games on Saturdays.
Yeah, I'm super fortunate to have someone like Q to go against. I mean, we get after it on the field in practice. Like, we'll say some words to each other, but we also, after a play, like if I beat him or he beats me, we talk to each other on the technique on how one might beat the other. And we're actually like, it's really good to have an offensive lineman that you can work with, because the offensive lineman will see things differently than a defensive lineman will see, and then vice versa as well. So we've kind of worked together pretty well together. It's been nice.
It's going to be fun to watch you play. Good luck. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Carter Sitzman, he's coming. South Dakota State.
Thank you.
Cheers.